Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and get started here. So today is going to be a little different than previous days, and maybe some of you guys are noticing that already because of the interface. It looks a little bit different, and if you think it looks a little bit different, that is because it is. So normally we work in Photoshop. Almost entirely we work in Photoshop. Today we're actually going to be working in Adobe Illustrator, and I'll explain that more in a little bit. Also, please note, I'm by no means a pro at Adobe Illustrator. I hope I know what I'm doing, but if any of you guys are more skilled in the software than me, I might not always be using the most efficient method or whatever, but I found a way that works. So yeah, hi guys, and welcome to the Raiden's Quest stream. So I know the title was a little bit vague too, didn't necessarily explain things the best here. Hey, welcome to the channel, Luna Sky. But yeah, so one of the things we're going to be working on today is actually a little bit of a background video. So let me just get my volume down. My music is a little bit loud. Hopefully you guys can't hear my music. Normally I try to keep it down so you guys don't hear it, just because copyright and all that junk. Oh, and let me get my chat window set up properly as well. So there we go. Yeah, so today it is me, Jay, by the way. Raiden's Quest is actually a team of people, so, yeah, I am Jay, I'm the production director, hello. I'm the lead animator, production director, writer. I'm the one who put the project together, so that means that I'm in most of the departments. But yes, yeah, no, there is going to be a stream. We're trying to get back into weekly streaming on Saturdays here, so, and I do have my tea before anyone asks. But yes, yes, this is me, Jay, like Jay's Plays. That is me. This is my, animated series that I'm working on with some friends. And, so this is what I do when I'm not making videos for you guys. So what I'm working on today is, actually we had a production/voice actor meeting yesterday, and one of the things that came up in that, is some world building stuff we didn't think about beforehand, and, it got to be the point where it's just like, okay, you know what, we should do some videos on this. So I'm going to be working on some of these background things, some of these little bit of backstory videos that kind of explain the world itself, and what kind of how the world of Raiden's Quest works and the universe of Raiden's Quest. And that is something that is going to be hopefully pretty interesting. Oh boy, lots of questions too. Let me go through and answer questions before we really get started. So, let's see. How long does it take to draw one frame? That greatly depends. It depends on whether I'm working here on my, I have a Wacom Bamboo tablet that I usually use to draw here, or whether I'm at the college using a Cintiq. I can draw about 2 times faster on a Cintiq than I can draw here on this tablet. And it also depends on what kind of frame I'm drawing. A full body is going to take probably 2 to 3 times as long as a facial shot is. So it really depends on the frame, but it can be anywhere from 5 minutes to over an hour or more. So yeah, it greatly depends. All right, let's see. All right, congrats on 5K. Thank you for that, Cookie Lord. How am I good at making stories in games? Well, a lot of the time the game will actually start making its own, and I'm going to start working here a little bit in the background. A lot of the time the games will make their own stories just as I play through. So like if you look at our Wolf Quest series, yeah, I plan some things. So like in season 3, I had all that stuff with Equinox. That was my design. I put that into the story. But a lot of the time, stuff just happens, like the whole challenge we had going very, very wrong. And, okay, I'm going to actually color pick for you. Let me get the stroke on first. But the whole challenge we had with Andromeda and Orion going really wrong, I did not plan that. And that just happened as a result of, okay, wait, I think I need to select here. There we go. That just happened as a result of natural gameplay. So sometimes the game itself provides a story, sometimes I put a little bit into it. As for the stuff that I put into it, that really just comes from, I've been a writer for a long time. I've been making stories for a long time. And, So that just takes some practice of getting used to crafting stories and then finding a way to input them into the game in a way that makes sense. Oh, congrats, Meow. That is a big accomplishment. Lip sync is hard. Yes, you are in a J Plays live stream. Well, thank you. We used to do these on the channel too, but I haven't done them for a long time because they really took a lot of effort to do the Wolf Quest streams like we used to. I would like to bring those back, maybe with less frequency at some point. But as for right now, I don't really have plans to do that just yet. Okay, in my opinion, Jay should make animation memes because it'd make her more popular. It'd be cool to see her do memes. She'd be the queen of them. I've thought about doing animation memes. One of the biggest reasons I don't is because I want to be able to devote my time. You know what? This should be on another layer too. I want to be able to devote my time to. I'm going to just lock this one, so this will be our reference layer. I want to be able to devote time to Raiden's quest, so, oops, no, I don't want to do that. I want to paste it here so that we can move them separately more easily. Yeah, the reason I don't do a lot of animation memes is because I want to be able to devote my time to Raiden's quest. If that starts taking up less of my time, maybe I'll consider doing animation memes, but for now, not so much. Most of my animation work goes into Raiden's quest. Okay, a face revival. Okay, I don't know what a face revival is. Okay, then. Am I gonna do a stream about drawing pups someday? That is an excellent topic, maybe. I actually haven't worked as much with pups as I probably should. And, no, not what I meant to do. I should probably figure that out and then definitely consider doing a stream on that. Alright, let's get rid of that. I just need... get rid of that as well. I need to draw in the outline of the continent, basically. So Raiden's quest has a continent that sort of looks kind of like, we'll smooth this out eventually, and it kind of is just like a big old longer continent, sort of like this. And it's going to have different coloration stuff. There's a little bit of an island off here, and there probably is, no, I want to anchor it, there we go. There probably is something else over here. Raiden's quest does not take place on Earth. It takes place on a completely different fictional world, and that's part of what this video will talk about. So this is kind of how the world itself looks. Let's see. But yeah, so I'll have to look into doing a stream on pups. That would be very interesting. Yeah, Song has done some animation memes before. At least one, I know of at least one, but I think she's done more than that. Song isn't in the stream today, but she may pop in chat, but she's not in voice chat today. So I'm sure she'll be back for future streams, though. We're not always gonna have somebody else in the chat, and sometimes we may have other people too, but I was a little bit rushed to get this stream put together this morning. I overslept and didn't have as much time to set up as I would have liked, and so yeah, that was not such a good situation. Alright, so I want to edit this, and I want to edit the path. So, didn't really talk much about how Illustrator works. So, Illustrator and Photoshop are some of the... Oops, that's not what it is. I'm used to Mac again. That is the eternal challenge because my college has decided to use Mac computers for some reason that I do not understand. And so I always get used to the Mac controls, and we're actually going to change this to green. I'm just going to stick it this color for now. But so the main difference between Illustrator and Photoshop is that Illustrator is a vector-based program. Photoshop can do vector, but it does not always, it's not as good. Oops, no, don't do that. So I'm a little bit less accustomed to the Illustrator controls than I am the Photoshop controls here, but basically, but the difference between vector and something like this. Okay, I'm going to delete that, delete this. We don't need as many here. Difference between vector and normal drawing, which would be done in pixels, is that vector is done based off a series of mathematical equations that the computer calculates as you draw. What that enables it to do is that you can resize and scale things indefinitely with no loss of quality. If you've ever tried to scale something up in Photoshop or GIMP or Fire Alpaca or whatever program you may use, unless you happen to use, I believe it's called Inkscape, which probably most of you guys don't. If you've ever tried to scale something up, you'll notice it gets all blurry and pixelated. That's because it is a pixel-based program. Well, Illustrator, you can scale something up indefinitely, and it will, it will be, let's come over here. It will not lose any quality. So that is the big appeal of using Illustrator, even though it is a little bit of a different program to get used to. It is very different from Photoshop, but it does do what it does very well. Oops, no, don't do that. I'm not as used to the controls, though. That is the big thing here, is that, okay, let's come over here. We'll try and we'll smooth that out a little bit. I'm definitely not as used to the controls in Illustrator as I am in Photoshop, but nevertheless, I do hopefully manage. I'm going to actually get rid of that so that I can focus on this, and then we'll use this to make that curve. There we go. So let's see. All right, let's see. How do you guys share the same channel? So when you start YouTube, you get one channel, and that is your, well, I wouldn't necessarily say main, because mine isn't my main channel. It's, I don't think I've touched the thing in months. It's the one registered under your Google name. So I haven't really touched that channel in a long time, but, so you get one channel there, and that one I don't think you can do all these cool features with. From then on, you can actually create additional channels, and those can have cool features like you can set channel managers, and channel managers can stream or post or whatever based off of, you can give people access to the channel, essentially. And so that is how we're able to have multiple people doing the streaming, multiple people posting videos, etc., etc. So that's a cool feature about YouTube that not a lot of people know about, I think. Oh no, is Siri actually streaming? I haven't kept up very well with Siri's channel, but I know she did a live stream one time, and all I can imagine is that it would be absolute complete chaos, because I had very chaotic streams when I had about 800 subscribers. I haven't actually streamed since, and with well over, is she up to 2K yet at this point? She was well over 1K last time I saw her, or 100K that is, and 200K. Is she up to 200K yet? I can't think today, I'm sorry, you guys. But I can only imagine the level of chaos that goes there, that would go on there. Do I prefer gloves or socks? I actually do not wear gloves or socks unless I have to. I don't get cold easily, and I live in a desert, so it doesn't even get that cold here, and I can't stand to have stuff covering my hands or feet in most cases. I do like boots when it gets cold enough to wear them, but other than that, I only rarely wear gloves if my fingers are freezing off. Yes, you have summoned Song. She is here. Oh, good gracious. I can't even imagine a stream with 3 million subs. Good heavens. I imagine Siri's stream is pretty insane, too. I can't even process a stream with 3 million subs. Oh gosh, is Inkscape hard, and do you suggest people use the software for the first time doing animation? Okay, there's no way, as far as I know, to animate in Illustrator. What's going to happen is that I'm going to take these and import them into Photoshop as what's known as smart objects. So I'm just drawing them here, but then they'll retain their ability to be scalable and stuff. The only reason I'm working here is because the animation in this is going to be a little different. It's going to be more simpler and effects based. It's not going to be straight up animation, not like the main show. This is a backstory short that I'm working on that explains some of the world, basically. And so because of that, it's going to be a little bit different. I would not recommend people animate in Illustrator. If you want something that has like an Illustrator style, use Flash. Photoshop is currently my favorite animation software, and GIMP has a decent animation software. Flash is optimized for animation, but I actually didn't like it as much. I just had a harder time actually using it and doing stuff, because Flash uses a similar method to Illustrator, and I just found that a lot harder to deal with than Photoshop. Okay, I did need that. But yeah, so I would recommend, it depends, you have to try different things and find out. If you don't have the money to buy Photoshop or a larger scale animation program like that, I would recommend starting off in GIMP. It does have some limitations, but it lets you get the gist of animation and layers and stuff. That was where I first started animating. So let's see. Oh wow, yeah, so Siri is almost up to 200K. Oh, man, having to turn on sponsor chat. That's where you have to, I believe, pay to even chat. Holy moly, that sounds absolutely insane. I see, I'm honestly a little scared to stream on JPlays again, because the last time I did it, I had 800 subs, and it was still absolute and complete and total chaos. And I am so scared to even attempt it now that I have 500. It's like 5,500 at this point or something like that now. Goodness, I can't even imagine. Oh, well, I'm honored you like these streams. I'm honored you like these streams so much. Okay, what is my favorite cat coloration? Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah, Song really likes cat colorations, and she knows a lot about them. If you guys ever have cat questions, talk to Song, because she knows so much about cats. She was teaching me about cats a couple weeks back, and I used to be into cats, and I researched cats a lot, like, into the researching side of things, that is. I researched them a lot when I was littler, and she was telling me all kinds of things that I did not know and had never heard, even though at one point in my life I did research cats, and so Song knows about cats. If you guys want to learn about cats, talk to her. As for my favorite coloration, I don't know about necessarily the coloration patterns, but I'm really fond of Egyptian mouse. I like their looks. And, I don't know, there's a lot of ones. My cat Shadow has really cool coloration. I don't know if in the few videos she's been in, because Shadow is not, she's camera shy, she doesn't like people. She's camera shy and regular shy as well. But I don't know how much you can see of her coloration, but she has a really cool coat pattern where she actually has white fur underneath and black fur on top. And on a single hair, it'll fade from white at the bottom to black at the tip. And so that is a really cool coloration, and she's a very pretty cat. But yeah, so I don't know exactly the names of all of them. I'll have to research all that for a project that I'm doing that involves genetics. I wonder what this project could be. I wonder if you guys will hear about it soon. I don't know. We'll have to find out. But yeah, I will have to be researching cat genetics sometime in the near future. But yeah, I really do like Shadow's pattern pretty much. Okay. Whoa, the chat is moving fast. I'm not used to this. Okay, let me go back. Yeah, Fire Alpaca is pretty good. Fire Alpaca is one of the best drawings programs that I've tried, one of the best free drawing programs. And if you don't have Photoshop, it's pretty good in everything, I believe, but animation. Can I move it like that? I can move it like that, sort of. So let's see. Okay. But, so it's one of the best free drawing programs that I've ever tried in the days before I had Photoshop. So that one, if you're just straight up drawing, it's pretty good, but I don't know, I think the animation interface is a little bit worse. Yeah, Smoke Tabby, that's it. Alright, let's see. So, alright, let's see. Yeah, Fire Alpaca is good. Let's see. Oh no, yeah, it's not good when it's always it's not fun when somebody mistakes your art for the wrong creature. Yeah, Egyptian mouse or Smoke Tabby. Let's see. Okay, well, I saw a question, now I lost it. Okay, if I'm doing the Earth, what am I going to do with it? So I'm actually not drawing the Earth. I'm just using the Earth as reference because Raiden's Quest takes place on an Earth bait-like planet, but it's not Earth. So it has a similar climate, similar atmosphere and stuff. It's very similar in many ways, but it's not actually Earth. It's a completely different planet, so the continents are totally different. But of course, we don't know of any other worlds with life on them, so Earth is going to be the base I use. And so this is going to be basically how it looks. Let's see. Yes, I did notice there is a hurricane in the picture of the Earth, and I think that's one. I think that's just some swirly clouds, but there actually is a hurricane in this picture. I don't know when this was taken or what it is, but yeah, there is a hurricane in this picture. Hello, Shadow Wolf. Let's see. Oh wow, that's a scary. That's a scary cat sounding cat. Meow. Goodness. You're getting an animation app thingy on your computer today. Congratulations. That should be fun. Animation is very fun to play around with, but at the same time, it's also a huge pain in the butt. So I'm actually going to copy and then paste this. I'm going to send it to the front, if I know how to do that. And then I'm going to turn the middle off because I want the lines on the outside to, I want that, wait, why wouldn't it let me move it? Let me move this, please. There we go. I want the lines on the outside to be over the land. So there we go. Let's see. Yeah, it maybe is a very recent picture. It could be a very recent satellite image. I just grabbed a good photo of the Earth that would show me kind of what it looks like, so that we could work on it. It's funny because you can see there's areas of lush green and then there's brown, and I'm basically right in the middle of this very brown area over here that accurately sums up my geographical location. So this world has its share of green and brown as well. We'll be going in and adding the brown in a little bit. And basically what this is going to be is it's going to show, I'm doing a video basically on the world. And on the world of Raiden's quest, it'll kind of explain the land a little bit, and give some backstory on that. So I think that needs to be this needs to be smaller. I'm going to shrink down this little bean island thing. So we're going to put in ice caps, and we're going to put in deserts and stuff. Okay. If it's not the Earth but is like it, is there like monsters and things that aren't on Earth? Well, the most major difference between the world of Raiden's quest and the real world is that in the world of Raiden's quest there are no humans. They just do not exist. We're going to turn this to a nice shade of brown, if we can find one. It's going to be very yellowy brown. Something like this, probably. Sort of. We could probably even color pick, couldn't we? Can we color pick? Can we color pick the brown? We can color pick the brown. That is good news. Okay, so let's see. Are there monsters and things that aren't on Earth? Okay, the main basic difference is that in this world, humans do not exist. They just aren't there. Not at all. So there's no humans in the world of Raiden's quest. It's just wolves. And, what that means... Oh, great, I messed it up. Okay, so we're going to put another point on the path. No, we're going to put another point... No, stop that. No, don't do that. Nah, behave yourself! Behave yourself, Illustrator! We're going to put another point on this path and kind of work with it a little bit to get some of this brownish area in. It's not going to be as detailed as this, but it's still going to be hopefully decent looking. And basically what this is there's a big savanna strip down the middle of the world. So we're gonna put that in, okay. But like I said, so humans don't exist. What we have instead is sentient wolves with the intelligence level of a human. And that is the main creature on here. And then other canines are also very intelligent in this world. So we have that instead. That's the most major difference. But are there other creatures? Yes, there are mythological creatures to an extent. You will meet some of them over the course of the series. The other creatures here also have some mechanical difference. So, for example, there are very, very large and dangerous bears, bigger than the grizzly bears. Just things like that. So there are some differences, but it's not, I think, quite as different as you guys might think it is. Mechanically, the creatures are fairly similar. And, this needs to go back, too. There we go. So that is the most major difference, though there's not humans. Let's see. Here we go. Where will there be Googles? You guys, you have no idea how often I get asked this question. It may be the most common question about the series, in all honesty. Will there be Kugels? You guys will just have to watch and keep your eyes open very, very carefully to find out. We shall see. Oh goodness, a world where cats killed off humans? I don't know. Hopefully that never becomes a reality. Some people do think their cats are out to get them. So we're going to color pick again off, well, we don't have a good shot of an ice cap, so we'll just color pick from up here. We're going to get a little bit of a blue spectrum, a little bit of off-white. Let's see. Let's see. Where is, okay, we're going to do this. Let's, oops, no, I need to just select it. There we go. There we go. Here we go. I'm gonna move this up here, actually, and see if I can, work a little bit with making it fit the green area better. Shift it a little like this. We'll take away some of these lower points, basically, because the ice caps aren't, oops, that big. I want to actually delete that point. There we go. And I'm even going to maybe delete this point. Maybe. I'm going to put, no, don't, what are you doing, you weird thing? Alright, oh, maybe, I think it opened the, okay, that's what it did, it opened the path, okay. Illustrator is weird. I'm not as used to Illustrator, for sure. I am taking a class on Photoshop and Illustrator, though. So, we're going to have our ice caps look something like this. In fact, we probably don't even need both of these. No, I want to select the path here. I'm going to actually delete this point. There we go. And then we'll come over this way. So that will be what the ice cap up north looks like, and then we'll add a little bit of a southern one. Ooh, I'm curious to see that song. Alright, let's see. How many packs? Where do they live? What are the packs' names? Good gracious. There are a lot. So the main place in this world is, or at least where Raiden's quest takes place, is up here in this region. It is called the Valley, and there are probably 20 packs living in the Valley alone, not to mention the area surrounding it. Names, can't give you all the names. And, where, or how many are, okay, we kind of answered how many there are and where they live. They basically live in most of the temperate climates, and then you'd see other, you'd see other creatures generally in other areas of the world. So, like, example, the savanna area, this brownish part, canonically there's the equivalent of African wild dogs living there. I highly doubt they'd be called African wild dogs because Africa does not exist in this world. But basically they are what is known in this world as African wild dogs. That is canon. They may never make an appearance in the actual animated series, but they could appear in some side material if we end up doing that. So there are other canine species. Basically canines are the sentient ones in this. And so there are African wild dogs down here as well, so it's not just wolves. Let's see. Alright. Stinky is your friend's cat, oh my goodness. Let's see. Oh, the chat has acted up for me sometimes too. Yeah, so hopefully that'll stop soon though, because it does like to misbehave. It did that for me last time. I had to keep restarting my chat window to get it to work. Alright, let's see. I want to remove... Why won't it let me remove this point? There, I can remove this point now. Alright, no, don't do that. I did not give you permission to do that. No, I didn't tell you to do that either. Alright, go away. We're gonna make this brown, and, let's come back here. This. There we go. There we go. So there's kind of like a savanna belt sort of thing. Honestly, I'm not sure you'd be able to see this island. I don't think it's as big as that. It's a very small island, and this is a small picture. I also don't like how thick the stroke is. I'm going to turn down the stroke width a little bit, and on both of them, actually. Here we go. Let's see. Let's turn the stroke to 1 point. There we go. And now things don't line up. Great. Okay. So we got to come in and adjust some things here. And to make sure they work. Okay. So let's go here. Okay, this is... No, that's not what I wanted you to do. I wanted you to stop selecting the globe. Stop that. You are being a jerk, Illustrator. You are not helping. You are being a pain in the butt. Yeah, this program is not my choice of program in many cases. But it does do well when you know what you're doing with it. I just don't always know what I'm doing with it. It works well for what it does. It's just kind of a pain to use sometimes. There we go. And let's move this up here. We'll move this a little bit this way. Move this over here. And there we go. Oh boy, oh yeah, no. I say let's see a lot. I'm aware that I overuse that phrase, perhaps. It's weird, listening through my videos, I figure out what those phrases are that I say all the time, and that is definitely one of them. So let's see. As I say it again. Let's see. What pack will be living on that little island? That is yet to be determined. Are there koi dogs? I imagine there could be. There probably are coyotes, but they don't really play a big part in the series. The series mainly centers on wolves, and the wolves of different types. So, like, for example, the Arctic wolves and the desert wolves are a little bit different here. So, here we go. Let's see. So what is your art program? Normally, I actually use Photoshop, but today I'm working in Illustrator. So, okay, whoa, okay, it scrolled up on me here. Okay, so that's where it came from. It was from WolfQuest, yes. In one stream, I was talking about cougars and an eagle attacked us, and I mixed up the words and said Kugel, and now it is now it is practically a meme amongst this community. So that's basic backstory of the Kugel for those of you guys who are wondering what this all is. That was way back when we actually did WolfQuest live streams. So and then it basically became a meme. Yeah, okay. I hope me saying let's see doesn't bother you guys, because I do try not to do it sometimes, but a lot of the time it just is force of habit, and so it just kind of comes out. Oops, not what I meant to do. There we go. I also say there we go a lot. Here we go. Just wolves, okay. Yeah, I do say it a lot. I will probably say it again before the stream is up, I am sure. So yeah, you guys are probably very used to me saying it by now. Let's see. Oh, now you've made me aware of it, you guys. What have you done? Is there coyote mixed with wolf? Again, on the subject of koi wolves. There could be, but it's not really dealt with. I don't like the shape of the second continent. I'm going to change that shape. But yeah, again, there could be. It's very possible. It certainly could be, it certainly is a possibility, because there are coyotes, and of course there are wolves. But is it dealt with? Not really. So, oh boy, no. Why? I have to add another point in the path here. Alright, let's see. As I say my word over and over and over again, I'm sorry, you guys. Oh, now I'm going to be acutely aware of every time I say it. That's just how this goes. There we are. Alright. I also say alright a lot. I have some phrases that I'm a little overly fond of, I fear. So, how does that look? gracious, I don't like this part. Let's actually put a point on the no, stop that, Illustrator. I don't know what I'm doing with this thing sometimes. Let's actually do this. I'll go to this point. I want to put both handles back. And, okay, here we are. We'll put this on the path here. And that'll work. That should do it. And then, there we are. Bring this down even a little bit. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Oh goodness, Song is now counting it. Oh yeah, we have a roleplay community, you guys. I finally gave you guys a roleplay community because a lot of people have still been saying it. They'd be interested in it. So yeah, you're more than welcome to join that. You can get to that on the Google+. Okay, is there any kind of wolf that is kind of like the gray wolf? So basically most species are based off the gray wolf, but you have variations of it. So if you have a temperate climate like the valley, which is up here, you're going to see variations in the wolves that live up here compared to the wolves that live down here. So you have a baseline creature is the gray wolf, but you're going to see much bigger wolves with smaller extremities like ears, smaller paws, basically smaller ways of losing heat up here, whereas the wolves down in the south are going to have bigger ears and shorter fur and such not. And so you're going to see variations off the baseline gray wolf based off that, just like you would in the real world. And so let's see. I think I think that explains it pretty well. So like other species of wolf would be like the red wolf. There's a lot of debate over whether the red wolf is more closely related to wolves and coyotes. So it's kind of a debate. So mostly the main species is the gray wolf. That's the one that's focused on. So let's see. I don't think there's a lot of people in the roleplay community just yet, but hopefully that will grow with time. You know what? This shouldn't. That's what this is. That's what's wrong with this. This shouldn't stop right there. This should just go straight across. And no. All right. If we do this, if we play with these handles, we should be able to get it to look pretty nice. All right. There we go. That's better. That's better. Okay. Alright, okay. It's okay, no, you don't have to be sorry. I was just saying, I'm just letting people know that just because not a lot of people are there, it might be a little inactive at first. It might take some time for any roleplays to actually get off the ground, and that may just be how it is for a bit at first. I have been told that I have an accent. I don't know what you people are talking about, but I've been told that I have an accent. A lot of people say I do actually have a California accent. But, like, I can't hear it. I guess that's how it is, though. You can't hear your own accent. So, apparently, though, I do have one, according to a lot of people. Okay, let's get these handles in. No. Stop it. Illustrator, why? Okay, I'm zoomed in really far, so moving this any length goes quite far across. It's a little bit of a uniform ice cap, but you know what? It's just meant to make a point. It doesn't have to... I apologize, I don't know what that was. I accidentally switched to my Windows screen, that's what happened, but, okay. Okay, do wolves live in Lansdale? I don't actually know where that is. You can always look up if wolves live where you are. So, let's see. Yeah, I think you do have an accent song. A little bit. Okay. I have well, it's probably not a pronounced accent. So let me see. Okay, what am I even doing now? I think that's about what I want to do with this. So I'm going to save this world here. And then I'm actually going to copy it. Select it all. Copy. And I'll call this world base. Then we'll do another level, or another layer, and we'll do, world 1. And let me take a look at something here. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, where is my reference? Okay. So now is where we're gonna be, okay. Alright, we'll do this. World winter, excuse you. Alright. Okay. It is very fun to make. It also takes a lot of work, but it's very fun to make. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to paste the world in right here. There we go. We're going to paste it in. It'll look like that, and we're going to make variations of it. So we're going to come down here, but the beauty of Illustrator is that I can make this really, really big and it won't lose quality, or I can make it really, really small and it won't lose quality. So, but we're not going to make it big or small. We're just going to leave it at that size. Let's come in here. And what we're going to do then is I'm actually going to take this circle. I'm going to copy and paste it. And what we'll do is we're going to, well, I'll first of all move it off. No, not that. I want this. There we go. We'll move it off. And we'll put a rectangle over it. This is a very weird concept for anybody who's not used to using Illustrator, but what we're actually going to do, I'm going to take this, I'm going to make it black for now. And we'll take this, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to combine these shapes using this tool called the Shape Builder, which basically means that I can delete half this circle and make it into a half circle. And then I want to turn down the opacity on this, and we'll put it down to about probably 40 for now. I want it at exactly 40, stop being a pain in Illustrator. And then we'll put it back over the world. And let's see, that doesn't look so good, does it? Let's turn the opacity up then. We're basically going to shade off. Can I set this to multiply? I kind of want to set this to multiply, but I don't really know how to do that. So we'll maybe just turn this way up here. And we'll see, it's going to be up. No, it's going to be up slightly. There we go. And hopefully that'll look okay. Hopefully. Yeah, there we go. So that'll be 1. You guys may figure out what I'm going to do here. If you guys have ever seen a diagram like this. But copy this again. I'm going to lock this winter part. And then we'll do world summer. Let's see. And then we'll paste. And what I'm actually going to do is just select this. I'm going to, how did I do this last time? I figured out how to do the object transform, I think? Reflect, yes. That's how I did this. And I'm going to actually flip that sideways and come back over here. So now we'll have 2 of these. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of just set them up like this. I need to have this unlocked though. Let's move this, like right here. Move this right across from it. And then, let's see. Okay, so, let me come back to chat. You guys are asking questions again. Goodness, okay. Will this world have an international dateline, equator, etc.? Equator, yes. Dateline, it's not quite that, basically it's not as formal. When I explain how that happens, which will be in this video, I'll explain that in a little more detail. So let's copy this again. Let's come back to Illustrator. Copy this. We're going to copy it. We're going to do World Autumn. And we'll paste it in right up here. I want it to be... let me just turn these off for now so that I can line it properly. There we go. And this I'm going to actually rotate and move up here, I think. Yes, and then what we'll do is we'll actually take this circle and we'll put that. I'm going to move this up here for now. We'll move this. Don't do that. I don't know what you just did, but whatever it is, don't do it. We'll select these. We're going to shape builder it again. I'm going to fill this in just to make it a little bit easier. No, I want this to fill in just to make it a little easier. And we'll shape builder this again. So here we go. We're going to delete. There we go. We'll bring this back down here. There we are. And, okay, let's see. Alright, when is part 1 or episode 1? So we're still working on them, and we're still hoping for a fall release, but it's hopefully going to either be late fall or early winter. It depends on how fast things get done. Right now it's very slow going because we have a very small, team, and so we don't have any artists working on it. It's extremely tedious. I said earlier it can take up to an hour or more to do one frame. Keep in mind that we're animating this in 24 frames per second, and it's a 22-minute film. So just keep that in mind when you think about timelines. Do the wolves have their own names or months and days of the week? Okay, that's going to be part of this video. So this video is actually going to come out whenever it's done. It's going to come out on the Patreon first for anyone who is a patron of Raiden's Quest, and then sometime later, before episode 1 releases, it'll be out on the on YouTube channel here as well. So if you guys are a patron of any level, you'll get early access to this short film. So let's see. Do we have a name? Do we have a name of the world? No, it's not. It's not the moon. It isn't the moon, but this diagram will make more sense when I explain it a little bit here. Okay, so let me stop and answer questions here. Okay, have I ever been in a hurricane before? No, I don't live where there are hurricanes. However, I have been in an earthquake. I've been in, I was in a bigger earthquake when I was little, and I don't even remember it. But we actually do have occasional earthquakes out here, and because of that, I have been in an earthquake on a couple of occasions. Alright, let's see. As I say it again. No, I don't know why this is not working. Alright, can I... Oh, I can turn off the stroke. That's what's happening. We shouldn't have stroke there. Hey, Catherine! Alright, let's see. Let's see. Caillou Yoshiland, that's an interesting name. We'll have a name for the world by the time this video releases. That is not what I thought it was going to do. Nope, that's not what I thought it was going to do either. There we go. We'll have a name for the world by the time this video releases. So we're going to do this, actually. We're going to select it all again. Copy it. And World Spring. Let's see. Oh yeah, the chat doesn't let you link, unfortunately. You can post it in the comments afterwards, or, potentially message each other. Alright, that's not centered, though, is the thing. Let me actually, okay. I'm going to turn off winter temporarily. Alright, let's get that out of the way so that it stops there. Just come up here, out of the way. Illustrator lines things up funny sometimes. Here, I'm going to turn this off. Bear with me. Alright, so these should be lined up like that. Like so. Yes, like this. That should be about even, right? No, it's not. Why will you not behave yourself, Illustrator? Is that about even? That's about even. Alright, now let's get this one. I'm going to put it way up here for a minute to get it out of the way. I want you to center between them. I think they need to be further apart still. Let's move this one down. I'm going to keep it locked like this. Well, maybe let's try to line this one. Okay. Alright, let's move that out of the way. There we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to grab it. Oop, no, don't do that. Stop it. Nah! Alright, we're gonna move it out here. Will you seriously behave yourself, Illustrator? Alright. And we're gonna come over here. And I'm gonna turn on summer as well. And hopefully it will figure things out and how to space itself out properly. I think that'll be about good. We'll scoot this all this way a bit. If it's not going to leave part of a continent behind, excuse you, we'll scoot it this way. There we go. Alright. Oh gracious, 18 let's sees. I'll see you later, song. Oh, okay, see you later, Catherine, too, as well. Let's see. Alright, here we go. Alright. Okay. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to actually take this and we'll copy this again. And we'll fill it with the black, just like we did, all the way down here. And then we'll put it on 90% opacity. And we'll do the shape builder tool again. And we'll take this then. Oh, that was not lined up right. Okay. Well, first we'll line it up right so that it actually works. Like that. And then we'll shape builder it. Still not lined up right, is it? We'll see if the shape builder works. Let's see. There we are. Please tell me it worked. It still didn't work. You know what? I'm about 100% done with this. There's a reason I don't use Illustrator all that often. Let's shape builder that, and then we'll get rid of it. You please behave yourself. What are you even doing? Oh, now it was too far that way. Okay. Will you just not? Okay, we'll get this right one of these times, you guys. There we are. Nope, there we're not. Please, just chill out and behave. Alright, let's go shape builder. It's not what shape builder is, excuse you. You know what, I am very done. I'm just gonna stick this like that. And we'll make sure we move it so that it's going to be acceptable here. We'll scale it up slightly, that's what we'll do. And then it should work. If we do that, that'll still work. Alright. This should work, I think, in theory. Theory, yes. Practice, we'll see. Yes, that works. So, you know what? I realize now that lining them up is a little bit less important than I thought it was going to be. Alright, so where is this? Okay. Oh, it shouldn't have, this should not have a stroke. Let's get that stroke off. There we are. Maybe that's why it wasn't working right. I was lining up with the stroke. Okay. So there we go. Alright. Okay, here we go. Alright. Will there be seasons? Yes, that comes... yeah, that is going to be part of this. Alright, let's see. Ooh. Cat bites are not good. Be careful with that. Don't, yeah, it's not good getting bitten by a cat. See you later, Lisa. Oh dear, okay. So, the other thing I'm going to do here, and let's see. Why is this so much darker now, though? 90. Let's make sure it's set. Why is this so much darker? Maybe this needs to be at 95. I don't understand why it's doing the things it's doing, you guys. This is why I don't use Illustrator all that frequently. If it's 100, it is completely black, which makes sense. 99. What percentage of brightness does this have? I'm just going to try and get it roughly comparable, you guys. 97 maybe? Let's put it at 97. That's too dark. I think 95 is going to be it. I'm just exceptionally confused, you guys. It's not... Oh, why? Oh, I don't know. I don't know how this ended up looking better than this does. Maybe I'll delete these and use this one because that's, for some reason, this one ended up looking a lot better. So let's go up here. We'll rotate this around. And I'll use the points to do it and see if I can get it to look half decent with that. Or with this one, we could use the circle, probably. Let's copy, paste. I'm going to take the stroke off because I think that's what caused problems the last time. And we'll select this and see if I can shape builder it here. There we go. I can get rid of that as well. There, that's a little better. And this should not have a stroke. Does it have a stroke? It doesn't. Okay. And yeah, it's not good getting bitten by cats. Oh goodness. All right, let's see. Ah, niche is fun. Hello, by the way. Niche is very fun. So let's come over here, and how I'll handle this, we'll copy it again, and then this is winter. Let's come back to winter. We'll paste it on this layer. The way I'll handle that is like this. And that should rotate it properly so that we can get half of it off. And let's add that. We'll shape builder this. Alright, move, there we are. I'm going to copy this, bring that to this world, and we'll reflect it. So hopefully that'll get it to do what I was hoping it would. Transform, here we are. Reflect it, okay. There we go. No, don't do that, please. Let's just come up here. There we go. So that should look a little bit better. Now they're more even. Good gracious. Yeah, I'm not sure it's good for a planet to have a stroke. In this case it is, though, because it helps us see the outline. Yeah, Niche officially did release this week. I was actually busy the day it released, but it is officially out now. That doesn't mean they're done developing it, though. So let's see. Are these not exactly half? They might not be exactly half, but I'm not gonna deal with it. It'll look fine. So now let's do one more circle, or one more layer first. Aptly colored. And we will turn on stroke with 1 point. And let's do another ellipse. And we'll bring this up here. Put it in the center. I'm actually going to select everything, except I'm going to lock this layer. And we'll shrink it down just a little bit. And we'll put that here. And this is actually why it wasn't as important to line it all up. So I'm going to turn off summer and winter for now. We'll just deal with these. I'm going to center it according to that. And then scoot it up. And we'll take this one, also center it, and then we should be able to there. Alright. So I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen this diagram like this before. But let's see. No, don't do that. And there we go. We'll bring these further out. And we'll go to this world and see if it'll let us. Yes, there we go. Alright, so I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen a diagram like this, but what this is it marks the positions of a world at the time of the spring and autumn equinox and the summer and winter solstice. So either the times when day and night are closest to equal, or when you have the longest day and the longest night. Oh, I can accept your join request after this, Goldfall. So, but yeah, so this is basically the diagram of, and our world does this too, what those are, they also tend to fall towards the middle of a season, and so that's why they're important, because in Raiden's Quest, these events are used to mark the seasons. So, it kind of is physics and astronomy a little bit, but these are particularly important in Raiden's Quest because for, wolves can't just straight up write a calendar, not a written out one anyway. So these help them mark the passage of time with the seasons. So these are all very important events. I will explain that a little bit more in more detail, though, in the actual video, which will hopefully be coming out not too terribly long. It's not a difficult video. So that is this. That is this here, and that's part of what we needed to do for the video. I'm trying to think, do we need to do anything else? It's only 2. It's only 2. So we haven't really done... I think that's most of what we need to do here. So, I think we'll leave this for now. I think this is most of what we have to do here. I wanted to show a little bit of work in Illustrator because it is substantially different. Let's actually change the stroke color here because I don't like it being just straight up black. No. Excuse you. Yeah, we need to change the stroke color on the sun. I'm going to change it to a nice orangey color. Does that look good? Yeah, that looks good. Alright. Well, they can't necessarily write because they can't build and craft things the same way but we can because their paws don't work like hands. So things work a little differently in the wolf world here. But because we're basically done with this, I think what we'll do is... Oh, welcome back, Katie! Let's see. What we'll actually go ahead and do here is we'll work in Photoshop for a little bit as well, if it'll come up. There we go. So we'll work in Photoshop for a bit here and just kind of mess around. And we actually talked earlier about maybe how to draw pups. Maybe we'll look at that just a little bit. So let me get my sketch layer up. And maybe we'll do a more formal video on this at some point, but we can mess around with it a slight bit. So yeah, that looks good. Okay. So, first of all, though, do I have it off of, yeah, okay, I have it off of opacity. I don't like drawing with opacity for most of my art. That's extremely messy. We're just going to do this more simply. Make this a little bigger, I'll make it a little lighter. So, a normal wolf, an adult wolf you're going to be drawing is going to be something like this, or at least the way I draw them. That nose is not at the right angle. So they're going to be a little bit, their proportions are going to be different. That's the main difference between an adult wolf and a pup. That wolf has really big ears. Probably a desert wolf by the looks of it. So let's see. Let's see. Alright. We'll leave this here. And we'll draw in the feet. So this is, an adult wolf is going to have much different proportions than a pup would. I drew that circle too far back. They're going to have, for one thing, much longer legs. And feet here are going to be more normal in size. Then there's the tail. So differences between an adult wolf and a pup are going to be, and keep in mind I don't draw a lot of pups, so I may not be very good at this. So if you're looking at a pup, you're going to be seeing probably a larger head compared to the body. Yeah, they do definitely have bigger eyes. Well, that'll be a fine size for the head. So the body is going to be a little smaller here. And you're going to see the muzzle will be shorter, and the ears will be larger. Those are really big ears. Like I said, the adult wolf already has big ears. Oh yeah, the eyes I should sketch in are going to be something like this. With a pup, they are going to be much larger. And the nose will be a little bigger. This is probably not a very accurate representation here. I'd have to really look into it more. And then the other thing that's going to change is the paws. The paws are a little bit more out of proportion in the beginning when you have a pup than as an adult. They're going to be much bigger even though the legs are already smaller. Let's scoot this guy over this way. And we'll deselect. And we'll also show the tail, because the tail is going to be much skinnier than on an adult wolf. It doesn't have as much fluff on it. Yeah, I'm going to be checking Google Plus after this and just see how that is. What do I think about Bendy and the Ink Machine? Never played it. Probably don't want to play it because it's... I think I would not handle jump scares. I know there are some. But I've seen it played. It's interesting. The concept of the series it appeals to me in many ways because of the animation. Like the whole idea with the premise of it is a little bit interesting to me because of animation. And so that is interesting. I'm not really a big fan of creepy games. I do like watching certain YouTubers play them because sometimes they have absolutely hysterical reactions. I don't like playing them myself. And I think Bendy is one of the... It kind of crosses a line between spooky and downright scary. And so that part I don't appreciate as much. It's an interesting premise for sure, though. And I do have a couple YouTubers at least one YouTuber that I like watching play it just because of his reactions. So, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not going to go out and play it myself. It's interesting, but I don't know. Yeah, they come out with a new WolfQuest dev post every Friday. So, and they had a really cool looking one yesterday. So that was very neat to see. I'm using very thick strokes on this. I maybe shouldn't be, but for the sake of demonstration, it's okay. I don't want to zoom in. All right, let's see. What am I even doing? There we go. Sort of? Yes. No. Not really. Okay. Okay. Is what done? Maya, is what done? Yeah, no, I don't do jump scares either. One time, back during the whole FNAF craze, when it was really hyped up, that was around the time FNAF 3 came out, I got the demo on my computer at one point, and I tried playing it, and that was a really stupid thing to do too, because I was alone, in the dark, at 2 a.m. I could not do the jump scares. I have never played the game since. Some people enjoy that. I really don't. I just really do not. So, yeah. I can appreciate a good creepy ambience from time to time, but when that's the whole point of the game, I would rather watch somebody else play it so that I can watch them freak out, because for some reason I don't freak out when I'm watching someone else play it and freak out. I also don't freak out. So the other game in that, the other creepy game like that I played is Slender. And that one I was actually okay with because it was my robotics team goofing around one time, and I was one of the only girls on the team, and so I got a little bit competitive that night because it was a bunch of the guys fooling around, and I wasn't about to let them show me up. So I handled the jump scares in that one that time, which was fun because a lot of the guys didn't. But yeah, I used to be a very competitive in that regard. I think I've chilled out a little bit now, but yeah, so that's the other game I've played like that. So let's see. Do I watch The Odd Ones Out? Yes, I do. I actually really like The Odd Ones Out. Haven't seen all of his stuff, but oh my goodness. He has some stories, that's for sure, and his animation is really cool as well. Very simple, but very cool. So, oh no, that's not good. That's not good. Having YouTuber streams conflict is never fun. I don't know that I've really ever made it in another YouTuber's live. Well, no, okay, I have made it in one of the YouTubers' live stream once or twice. I've seen a couple of Blixamy's live streams, or at least one of Blixamy's live streams. She does a lot of Warrior songs, but she also does an animated series and a lot of art stuff. So I watch her stuff from time to time. So let me see here. I'm going to actually erase a lot of this because we're going to have hair coming down over it. And the hair is going to be another thing that's a little, well, I say hair, it's basically just really fluffy fur on the head to give some personality and character. But that's going to be another thing that ends up being different between the pup and the adult wolf. So let's see. Oh, good gracious. I can imagine it would be chaos. Honestly, I'm still scared to stream on JPlays, you guys. The one thing I probably will change, because at some point I do want to do it, the one thing I'll probably end up changing is, because the scariest part there has got to be it's got to be the pup names. That is the most terrifying part of that. So what I'd probably end up doing if I do that is I would probably restrict pup names in some way so that it doesn't get to be the absolute chaotic mess that it has been in the past. So yeah. I should get a Discord set up for JPlays. Because I don't have one yet. I don't have a public one yet. I sort of tried setting one up once, but no. That was a long time ago, but yeah, I should finish setting that up. Because would you guys like to have a Discord for JPlays? Would you guys enjoy that? Because I think that could be kind of nice. It can be fun to have a Discord. It can also get really active at times too, though. So there is that. Let's see. Yeah, I have, there's the link is on the Google Plus for the JPlays, if you guys know about that. You can find the link to the roleplay group there. Hopefully that will get active at some point. It's nice to just give you guys kind of a space to hang out and play with other fans and others with similar interest. So I figured that would be kind of a fun thing. Alright, let's see. Let's go like that. Because I can't draw pause. I really can't. I'm not very good at this. I'm not going to color these. I'm just going to leave them lined and see how that goes. So here we are. Yeah, Discord accounts are free. So let's see. As for, like, for streaming, we have a Raiden's Quest Discord, but we don't have, like, I don't know how I could, are you referring to the puppy names? Because I don't really know how I could restrict those so easily. Let's see. I should call you guys kiddos. I don't know. We'll have to find out what you guys' name is going to end up being, like the name of the fan base. What is this fandom going to end up being called? We shall have to see. It'll be interesting to find out. Yeah, Discord accounts are free, though. Discord is a really nice method of communication, actually. We have a Raiden's Quest Discord, and that's actually a lot of how team communication goes on is through Discord. So that is nice as well, having the team. Yeah, you're still the only patron, Big Gloves. You still are. Hopefully that will change as time goes on, but I also do completely understand that not everyone can or wants to donate financially. In either case, it's fine. We're not going to push for... See, the thing is, I don't like pushing people to spend money to support, because I don't want people to feel guilty if they can't, or even if they don't want to, because... Okay, do I support a lot of YouTubers? Not really. There are people I like, but I don't support them on Patreon or stuff because I really don't have those kinds of funds at my disposal. So I don't want anybody to feel left out because they can't support or even because they don't want to. There will be some additional perks for those who do support, just kind of as a thank you, because people who do support us do help keep us going. But honestly, even if you can't support and you're spreading the word, that is still a huge help in itself. So I don't want to make it into a thing where there's some sort of VIP culture for those who do support. All of you guys are hugely important to me, even if you guys don't support financially, because you're here, you're still giving your support, even if it's not monetary. And so the fact that all of you guys are here, I'm very, very thankful for that. I don't want to push it to be a thing where it's like you have to support to feel like you're a valued member of the community or anything like that. That said, it is going to come down to we will need financial support, but again, that's why growing the fan base will help, because for every new fan who shows up, at some point there are going to be more people who will end up being able to or wanting to support financially, and that will help us in the long run. So I really want to focus more on growing the channel and growing the fan base for the series. So if you guys can support financially, that is absolutely great, but even so, still the best thing you can do at this point is to just keep spreading the word. Let people know about the project, get the word out there, and tell them that this is happening and that this is going on. So yes, emotional support is just as awesome and important, because we need that. It gets really discouraging to work on something and not have people see it, and to be to put so much time and effort into it and then to not get response is incredibly, incredibly discouraging. That's thankfully with this we do have you guys here supporting us, but I know it can be discouraging, especially starting out on a site. I remember, especially during the early days of the J Plays channel, I remember I did get discouraged because I put a lot of hard work into a video and it would get maybe 40 views on a good day. And that was kind of discouraging because it's like, is this ever going to get out there? Am I doing all this work for nothing? What's going to happen? But it did grow. It just took time. So to have you guys here and supporting it is honestly really, really incredible. So let's see. All right, what is going on up here? I'm going to look. Okay. And honestly, thank you guys for being here, because it does mean a lot to me and it means a lot to our team. Can you send me a chocolate chip cookie? Well, I do really like chocolate chip cookies, but I'm not sure it would send very well. I don't know that it'd be that easy to mail chocolate chip cookies. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I keep saying it, don't I? I keep saying it. Alright, what am I doing? Yeah, you guys should totally pop in the Discord. It's a very neat place, but it's not all that active yet. It needs you guys to come and populate it. So, yeah, the Discord is really cool though. And a lot of the time we're there in the chat as well, so it's a great chance to interact with the team more long term instead of just a few times in streams or in comments here. It's a really great chance to just chat and hang out, so I would definitely recommend you guys come pop in the Discord. It doesn't cost anything. There are VIP ranks in the Discord for patrons, but there's a lot of free channels as well where you don't have to be a patron or anything. So let's see. Come over here. Oh boy. I say it a lot. I realize that. Now I'm all conscious of it. Alright. So what are we gonna do? Oh goodness. Does tears in a jar count as emotional support? Well, this project does generate its fair share of tears amongst mostly the artists. But I suppose that could. Oh dear. So one of the things with pups is they're probably gonna have really fluffy head fur here. It's gonna be really fluffy. It's not gonna spike out quite as much, but it is still gonna stick up. There we go. Let's make this go up a little further. Here we go. All right. Where is this? Okay, let's do the ears here. All right. How do you download Discord? You have to go to the site and it should give you a download link. If you're on mobile, you can get it from the App Store or Google Play. I think it's on the App Store. I don't know. I don't know. I think you can get it on you should be able to get it on Apple devices. Let's see. I don't think Apple is that restricted. Can you send me a jar of chocolate chip cookies? I mean, I guess I don't really give out my address. I don't have a P.O. box or anything. At some point, if it gets to the point where people actually legitimately do want to send me things, maybe I'll get a P.O. box. But, I don't know. Right now, I don't have a way for you guys to send me actual physical objects and not just fan art. Oh, good gracious. Yeah, the 1-year anniversary thing. I still want to do something for that, even though it's been like a month, but we didn't really ever get Q&A stuff. We didn't exactly have... I don't know. There wasn't a big turnout for the 1-year celebration, so it kind of just slid by, I think. But at some point, maybe we'll do something at the end of 2017, like a year in review sort of thing. Or a rewind or something where we look back at things, and maybe that's when this will kind of all play out, because that'll be about a year and a half of J-Plays too, and we can look back on the year and what we've done over the course of the year. So why did I choose to draw a sitting position? I don't draw sitting positions. See, that's the interesting thing about animation is it challenges you to draw things you never thought you'd have to draw, and it challenges you to have to get good at a variety of different poses and things. So this is sort of... Okay, that's stomach. That's not how you stomach. So let's... I don't even think I'll sketch in the stomach. You know what? There's not even going to be a stomach line because his stomach goes across there. Alright. So that's kind of just basically the differences. The pup has a lot more pronounced features, so like bigger ears, bigger eyes, bigger nose, bigger paws, and is a lot generally smaller. His head is a little bigger though. So that's kind of some of the general differences there. Ooh, I do like Jell-O. It could be a Christmas special. Yeah, I do kind of want to do a Christmas special. We'll see. Yeah, I wish I could come to San Antonio, too. I think that'd be really, really fun. Yeah. Maybe someday, though. Hopefully someday. I really would love to do that. I'm not sure I'll be around still in that many years, you know. I think I'll probably be kind of dead and gone and not able to celebrate with you guys. Goodness. Well, thank you. This is, honestly, I probably should use a smaller brush size because this is really sloppy looking right now, but that's just generally how it works. Okay, so if you guys need the Discord app, or the Discord site, it's, let me go, okay, I think it's let me just see, Discord. Let's see. No, don't do that. No, don't do that. Okay, hold on. So this is Discord. If I can get it to paste, there we go. This is Discord. That's how you can get to Discord. All right. So hopefully that works for you guys. Yeah, that is a very ambitious anniversary too. All right, I think I'm gonna probably come close to ending the stream here, but I'll stick around for questions because we still technically do have half an hour. So if you guys have questions, now is a good time to ask, or suggestions for future streams. Maybe we'll cover pups in another stream in more detail. Because I definitely do need streaming topics, because a lot of the time I can't share actual animation work or anything. Alright. Nice! Okay, so, there also is... so did you get the link to the... I talked about the Discord server in another video, and I should have put a link... I think there should be a link in the description to it then. So, yeah. Alright. Oh my goodness. You have to have the link, so you'd have to go to that other video and get the link, and it should let you join the Discord there. You guys can draw whatever you want, really. If you want to draw fan art, I'm not going to stop you. I do ask that you keep it to PG and stuff. I imagine most of you guys would. Just because the show is aimed at a PG rating, so I'd really rather not start seeing art that's beyond that. That's mostly for the sake of the future, because I doubt anybody here would do that. But yeah, you guys are welcome to draw fan art. It's not in this video's description, so it's in the description of... Oh, does somebody actually have that? This is why I'm a disorganized mess, you guys. Alright. Let me... Okay. What's the stream? Let me get to the video. Yeah, I know. Yeah, just stop, please. There we go. Yes, I'm okay with some amount of blood. I'd be okay with that. But, yeah, some amount. As long as it's not excessive and unnecessary. Some level of it is okay. If it's any quantity, you might want to mark it as such. Yes, here. Here is the video I'm thinking of. So this, no, give that. Please behave yourself, YouTube. This is the... I don't know why it's not letting me do this. It's not letting me copy it for some reason. Oh yeah, there's the, yeah, okay. There's the Patreon. This link should work. Excuse you. Why is this? Okay, I'm gonna restart my chat. Give me one moment. It's not letting me paste anything. Okay. Looks like Katie's got him. Hello, yeah, YouTube decided to stop working for some reason and not... There we go. So, no! Are you serious, YouTube? Okay, it's just being a pain at this point. So here is the direct Discord link. And let's see. Let me see. What wolves do I like the most? Honestly, I like them all. It's been really fun to design the different types and to kind of get the regional variances and to think about the cultural differences that might come with it as well. Nice! Welcome to the Discord. But yeah, it's been very fun to think about those things and to work through those, so I don't really necessarily have a favorite. A lot of the wolves in the valley are some combination. Oh yeah, you do have to be a member for 10 minutes. That's just a safety thing to keep people from going on there, or just to keep spammers out of there, basically. Yeah, or I can ask Song, or you could go ahead and ask Song Slinky, because I bet she could help you with that. Let me see. What art have I witnessed? There has been some Raiden's Quest art. It's not a lot yet, but it's there, and it's really been cool to see. So, and I've also seen quite a lot of art for the J Plays channel. You guys send in quite a bit for that. Yeah, you have to be a member for 10 minutes for the Discord. What plan do I have for the backstory? Well, there's going to be a video about it coming out soon, and that's what this is. Well, some of the backstory. More like the world mechanics and stuff. But, so, there's that, and, the actual backstory will be explained through the episodes, and then through some of the trailer and stuff as well. The trailer will, explain things. Oh boy, that's a problem, Slinky. But yeah, the trailer will explain some things as well. The new trailer, that is. The old one explains some, though. But yeah, the new one will explain a few things as well. Yeah. Yes, Slinky is. Alright, let's see. Is there... I keep saying it, you guys. I keep saying that. Oh, gracious. It's alright. That's alright. No, don't worry. It takes a while. It takes a bit to get to know everyone, and, there actually is... Like, there's about 100 people on here, but then the J-Place community is so freaking massive with over 5,000 that it's hard to know everyone. I do recognize some people over, like, I've seen you around quite a bit, Meow. I do recognize some people who tend to frequent it, but I don't always recognize everybody for the first couple of times, just because there's so many people. When is the new trailer coming? Excellent question. So, hopefully within the next month or so, I'd like to say. It depends on if we get some stuff sorted. There's all that boring technical adult things that have to get sorted. The actual trailer isn't going to take as much effort to produce, but there's a lot of boring adult technical things that have to go into the actual act of getting it up there. We have to figure out a lot of those boring little technical details. The art for the trailer is coming out the art for the trailer is coming along very quickly. It's a lot of the other details that aren't. Oh, we're not quite over 9,000 yet, but maybe someday, hopefully. We are starting some new series this week, and how do you even change your icon? You can do that. You can do that in the profile settings. Yeah, most of the people on the Raiden's Quest channel I recognize, because a lot of you guys are regulars who come here all the time. So, but yeah, I do know some people who are on the J-Place channel and not here as well. But you guys are kind of the regular crowd. So let me... okay. Yeah, I think over 9,000. I don't know where it came from, but I've heard people saying it. Usually saying it like, over 9,000! Or something like that. But I don't know where that started. I just know that it's been around. So let's see here. What all do we even have? Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'll have to tell her that. Oh, it's Dragon Ball Z. Okay. That makes sense. I've heard a lot about that. Never actually seen it, but yeah, there are more streams, and a lot of the people who are on here are actually older members of the J Plays channel as well, who've been around for several months anyway. So, yeah. Anybody have any additional questions here, too? We'll probably wrap up pretty soon here. I actually have to get going on videos for today. Oh no! It's... I don't remember exactly offhand how to change your icon. I could do it, but I'd have to see it. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I know that show has basically been turned into a meme. Oh boy. Alright. Let's see. Anybody have any last questions here before we wrap up? Oh, gracious. I've never really got into Pokemon. It has some very interesting mechanics, but I never had the system to play the games or anything like that. Watch out in that last niche playthrough you did. One of the females is pregnant. I believe we had, there was a rogue that was coming around. I think she wasn't one of the ones we were going to bring with us, though. It's fun to inhale cats. My one cat likes it, the other cat doesn't like it so much. So, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the female that's pregnant by a rogue. I think there were several. Oh, she's on a nest. Okay. Well, we'll probably have an extra baby then. I think the last one we did was... I think we had to get... I think she was maybe one of the... I think I know which one you're talking about. She may have been one of the breeding ones that we had to actually ever have the baby. But yeah, we'll deal with that. If the maybe sometimes the babies are okay, but not all of them are. So we'll just see. How did I develop my art style? Basically, just years and years of practice. It took me about. I've been drawing since I was little, and I just slowly over time this developed. I also looked at other people and how they did things, and that did. It's not. It's. I would say it's kind of a fine line, so you don't usually, unless it's for the sake of learning or like in something like this, you don't want to usually try to make your personal style always match someone else's, but it's definitely good to look at how other people have done things and learn from them. Oh goodness, some people do vacuum their cats. My cats are both afraid of the vacuum though, and they're not long hairs or anything, so But yeah, it's basically just years of practice and then some of looking at others and how they do it too. It is really good to look at other people who draw in the style similar to yours. You just don't generally want to take your personal style and make it match theirs exactly. Yeah, no, you draw, most people draw for a long time. But I think a lot of people referred when they start more seriously drawing as opposed to just doodling and stuff. So, because, like, there's a difference between seriously drawing, so, like, I'm seriously pursuing art now, as opposed to just kind of doodling on the side. Alright. Any other questions here? Ugh. Let's see. Yeah, I do definitely enjoy your childhood. You get to be my age, and then you have to start doing adult things like college and taxes and stuff like that. That's not so fun. Oh no, Whiskey gets into a lot of trouble from what I've heard, Slinky. He's a very interesting kitty, it seems like. But yeah, enjoy your childhood. adulthood is more fun and less fun in certain ways. You have more freedom, but you also have more responsibilities. It's kind of a trade-off. So, alrighty. Alright. Any other questions? I think we all have embarrassing memories of when we were younger. I look back at the first times I was on the internet, and I was an interesting kid. I look back at when I was a lot younger at stuff like that and go, oh, hey, now that's on the internet. It's never going away. Oh gosh. Well, grades also depend on where you are. It depends. Yeah, I'll have to get some rest. I'm still yawning. You guys, I got more sleep last night, but the night before that and the night before that, I got only 9 hours of sleep combined because I had college and then I had a VA meeting. So I have not been sleeping, so I'm a little out of it right now. So yeah, let's see. It's, yeah, I mentioned them because now I have to deal with them. They're not fun, you guys. They're not fun. I'm not looking forward to all this adulthood. So, yeah. Enjoy your childhood. Well, it is there. I think it does get easier to be an adult as you get older and you get more used to it, but the first few years are definitely overwhelming, and that's still where I'm at. I'm not even in full-time college, you guys. I'm still doing just a few classes here and there. No, don't worry, Slinky. Don't worry. I make sure she gets to bed on time as well as me. I have to be up tomorrow, so I have to sleep. I will check the Discord. I will come visit, although I think it's in streamer mode right now, so it's not notifying me. I will go on the fan art here after the stream and hop in for you guys. I think that will be fun. It'll be nice to see some of you guys in the Raiden's Quest streams, from the Raiden's Quest streams there, and then I'll have to as well go and try and get one set up for J Plays, because I bet a lot of people would be interested in that, huh? Should probably have done that a long time ago. But yeah. So anyway, if anybody has any last questions, we can look at those. But otherwise, I think we can go ahead and wrap up here for the day. So yeah, pretty productive day. Got to show you some Illustrator work, which is a little bit different. But yeah. Ooh. Okay, middle school, I think, is where things start getting a little scary. I was also homeschooled my whole life, so I never have really had a public school experience except for college. But as far as I know, middle school is where things get a little bit more intense. Oh, good, Slinky. I'm glad. Ooh, I can't wait to see what you guys are putting in Discord. I'm very excited now. I always love getting fan art, too. And it's always fun. I always do a fan art feature at the end of the videos, but I don't always have stuff to put there, so I always get really happy when people do send me things. And yeah, I take fan arts in a lot of places, and then I also take... we take fan arts for Raiden's Quest as well. Alright, see you later, Catherine. Alright, so I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up unless somebody has last questions here. I'll give you a little bit just in case. But yeah. I think I'm still recovering. Oh boy. Middle school is when things get scary. Yeah, middle schoolers are too young. I'm sorry, too young for romance. I know it's very commonplace, but trust me, it's just gonna end you up in a lot of hurt. I honestly don't even recommend that a lot of high schoolers get involved romantically, because that's the point in your life when you're still really maturing, and they're still really maturing, and most people aren't there yet by that point in life, and it usually just leads to a lot of heartbreak. Sure, some people do end up marrying their high school sweetheart in the end, but yeah, a lot of the time it just doesn't work out. It's honestly better to wait a little bit. You know, even if a relationship does start to form in high school, if it's really worth it, it'll still be there by the time you guys get out of it. It's just better to wait. Yeah. Yeah, the further up you go in grade, the more hectic it gets. By the time you get to high school, things are pretty overwhelming. And depending on high school, though, a lot of the time college can be more chill in some ways. It depends on who your teachers are. Because I've had both more stricter teachers, and then, like, my current professor literally just was like, oh, you're working on this animated series? Why don't you just turn in that for your homework? So apparently she actually assigned me to work on Raiden's Quest for homework. So it depends on what professor you get, but sometimes college can be easier in some ways. It's interesting. Yeah, it depends on the person, honestly. A lot of guys are really immature, unfortunately, so a lot of girls are really immature too, though. It's, again, just another reason why I don't recommend people deal with romance in high school. First of all, because you got enough going on with school. You don't need all that extra and all of that. It's honestly, there have actually been studies that say that people who go through a high school breakup experience a lot of similar emotional things to a divorce. So it's much more serious than most people think it is. It's just honestly better not to. It's better not to mess with that because people are still maturing. People are also really busy with school. It's just better to wait, you guys. So, it's honestly just better. At least in my opinion. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you. If you guys want to, you can, but from everything I've seen of high school dating, it's a beehive you don't want to stick your fingers in. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the episode here. 12.2 Minecraft 12.2 came out. It probably was a bug fix update, in all honesty. A lot of the point whatever numbers don't add a whole bunch of new content. It's usually 1.13 is probably going to be when the next content update is. That was probably just a bug fix of some kind. PE is good, but yeah, I feel you. It's kind of gross. especially out here, it was bad because it would get really hot and nasty, and we'd be running and playing games, and you'd just end up with basically a lot of nasty, stinky high schoolers. I had a homeschool PE class out here. But anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this stream for here, but we will be back next week. So yeah, I will see you guys then. Thank you all so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. And yes, I will see you guys later, and I'll see you guys hopefully in the episodes later today as well. Bye!